I'm making a video for several people that have asked me about how I heat all my snake enclosures. I've done this for many, many years, and I've tried the Reptile heating mats, and myself personally, I don't like them because they concentrate all the heat into one small area. And for what you pay for them, they really don't last very long, and they're well known for burning out and catching on fire, because the heat that they do produce is very intense, and it's in one area. But I'll try and set my camera so I can show you how to do it. This one's all set up. This is my baby corn snakes tank. But as you can see, I take the tank, like underneath the floor of it, I have a small piece of 2x4 on each end underneath it. That keeps it raised off the heating pad, so there's airflow between the floor of the snake enclosure and the heating pad itself. Not like this. I can pull it right out if I want to, or put it back in, or move it back and forth if I want to switch my warm end and my cool end. But these are great. I've used them for many years. Each one of these, you can get them really cheap compared to the Reptile heating pads, heating mats. And these last for like 6 to 8 years. I've never had one not make it for 6 years. And I have them in all of my enclosures. They have cloth covers on them that can be put in the washer and dryer. And I live in a really cold state, and sometimes our temps are like way below zero. Like last year, our wind chill factor was 30 below. And none of my heating pads have ever been above the lowest setting. And my snakes love it. Right now, my 5 babies are all burrowed into their substrate here, but it works great. Keep it on the lowest setting. See, there's airspace between the tank bottom and the heating pad, so the snakes can't get overheated on it. And myself, I don't believe in heat lamps for snakes, because all they do is suck the humidity out of a snake's enclosure, and snakes need that humidity for proper sheds and for healthy skin. So I'm really against heat lamps. I've done this for many years. I've got tons of people using them now for their reptiles too. You can do a search on any site and buy them, but you have to get the ones that have the auto shut-off function on them. That don't have the auto shut-off function. I'm sorry about that. Because if they're auto shut-off, FCC now requires that if you buy them in a store, public store, that if the auto shut-off has to work. And what it does is it resets your heating pad and shuts it off every 2 hours, so you have to reset it. So I do a search for stores and do a search for heating pads with no auto shut-offs on them. And those are the ones you want to purchase for your reptiles. But I just wanted to show a couple of people that they're always asking me how I heat my snake enclosures. And I would never go back to the Reptile heating pads, because it's not worth it. It really isn't for what you pay for them and the function of them. But these work great. They're heating pads with no auto shut-offs on them, and they run 24 hours a day. As far as utility bills, I've got 9 of them in my tanks, and they go all winter long on the lowest setting, and the highest it's ever taken my utility bill was maybe $11 a month. But they're really economical. The safety features are great. They still have the shut off if they get too hot. They will shut down. But they don't have the auto shut off that resets them every 2 hours. So I wanted to make this for a friend. A few others have asked me, so I figured I'd make a video for them. Sorry about the shakiness. I'm leaning over forward.